And I meant to, I said, but then you get into the conversation and you forget. Verga? Roll call, please.
Absent with notification.
Here I am.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. Seating of alternates? You're seated. Any addendums?
Did I?
No addendums at this time.
Okay, citizens' comments on anything that's not public hearing? We don't have public hearings, I don't think, tonight anyway, so.
Ed Grandelski, Upper Maple Street, Town Council member. As I was talking to Anne Marie earlier today, I wish we had more people attending our meetings. People come forward. We are giving people an opportunity to, at the ground floor, especially in the workshop, to discuss particular issues, but nobody comes forward until after they're in effect. And now is the time to be here, and I just wish we had more participation. Thank you.
When it affects them, they show up. Sometimes at the meeting after we change. Seen that. Okay, public hearings, I guess I need to read this, right? Public hearing comments can be.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead. Name and address, please, for the record, and
My name is Kenneth Peterson, 25 Stern Street, Danielson. I'll make this quick. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, my wife called the town hall for information about a noise ordinance in Killingly because my neighbors bought their kids dirt bikes, which they use in their backyards next to my property. And that previous Saturday, they had 3 bikes going from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's when I went over there and asked them to stop. The next day, when we got back from church, they were going again all afternoon. And when my wife called, she was referred to the Planning and Zoning Office. Jonathan Blake then explained the procedure that they follow, the decibel reading, a 2-week grace period to correct the problem if there is a problem. And we were told they've done similar, they've had similar situations like this last year. After a couple of days, I made a follow-up call and discovered that the town manager had stopped the process. So I called the town manager, and she told me people have the right to use recreational vehicles on their properties. Now, I have a copy of the ordinance here, the noise ordinance. I've been reading over it, and I find nothing about recreational vehicles being exempt. But I do read, however, that the ordinance will be enforced if the noise degrades a citizen's quality of life. I've been living in this town for 22 years, and I've never had to make a complaint. But these are dirt bikes riding next to my fence, which is about 30 yards from my house. None of these properties have the acreage that create a buffer zone against such noise. It's nerve-wracking outside and inside, and I can't imagine anyone here considering this an acceptable background noise. So, why is it when I call to find out what the law is, I'm treated as though I'm the problem? Is it because my name has no clout, which is true? Or did someone decide I'm not the sort of person that they wish to help? And what I'd like to know is why this ordinance seems to be arbitrarily enforced. And when I call again, will I be dismissed again? Thank you very much.
okay, I'm gonna respond for you to what we know. Planning and zoning, that's an ordinance. Ordinances are created by the town council.
Yeah.
So that means the town council is the authority over that, not us. And I'm not
Okay.
trying to throw you
No,
out,
that's fine.
okay? I'm not trying to say, but we I don't think we have anything we can do with that. I don't know if what Jonathan gets involved with that. But I know it's an ordinance, and I know the town council. So what you need to talk to is 1, 2, the other one left, so.
Okay, okay. We were at the town council meeting last time, but I thought this would be the first step. But
No,
thank you very much for.
I'm sorry for, yeah, but that's, no, really, that's those guys.
Okay, good. Oh. All right.
And there is, but I know there's an ordinance, and so there is something there that's guidelines, like you were just reading, and it seems
Okay.
to me they gotta follow it.
And he's
And
on the
now we have
town
a police
council, you
force.
can go bother him too.
And now we have a police force that should be enforcing it.
Yes, but I like to find out what the law is before I actually call the police.
Well, they should know it, right?
So, all right.
All right, thank you, sorry.
Thank you very much.
All right, ready? I'm gonna read my little speech here. Public hearings, public hearing comments can be emailed to publiccomment@killenlyct.gov or mailed to the town of Killenly, 172 Main Street, Killenly, Connecticut, 06239. All public comment must be received prior to 2 p.m. the day of the meeting. Public hearing comments received will be posted on the town's website, www.killenly.org. Note, to participate in public hearings, the public may join the meeting via telephone with viewing the meeting on Facebook Live. To join the phone call, please dial 1-415-655-0001 and use the access code 2634-571-4678.
Currently, no one on the call. I'll let you know if anyone joins. You know, you should just record yourself one time, just real jovial,
that. I
and
like
then just
that.
play it into the mic.
There you go. I appreciate that. Can that happen?
There are no public hearings tonight.
You gotta give me a chance to do my job.
Sorry.
No
I
public
thought I was-
hearings tonight.
I thought I was here helping you. I'm sorry.
No, don't get offended. New business, special permit application, 24-1331, Jonathan Bilius Restoration LLC, 82 Putnam Pike, GIS map 106, lot 45, 0.94 acres. General commercial zone, contractor's business, construction of a 40 by 60 3-bay metal garage for personal company use, storage of tools and small construction equipment. Zoning regulations 420.2.2, special permitted uses, subsection N, contractor's business, section 470, site plan, and section 700, special permit, received and scheduled for public hearing May 20th, 2024.
So I'll just make a motion
Yep.
to schedule it for the hearing on Monday, May 20th.
I'll second that motion.
Further discussion, everything's there, right? All your paperwork, I don't think we can ask about wetlands anymore, somebody said at one of my meetings.
How dare you?
No discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed or abstentions? Done. Adoption of minutes, workshop minutes, March 18th. Any discussion? Motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second? Second, John? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I
Opposed?
abstain.
Matthew Wendorf was absent.
It's nice to see you again.
Now you throw me off.
Absence, you know, makes the heart grow fonder.
Worked regular meeting minutes, March 18th. Anybody?
I'll make a motion to accept.
You know, second? John, second? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions?
Me.
Matthew is absent. Election of officers, chair, vice chair, secretary. Chair turns the meeting over to the director. Director goes through the election process. And then we all say it wasn't fair. I turn it over to you, Anne Marie.
Okay. Right now, I'm going to open up the floors for a nomination of the chair, vice chair, and secretary. The current status is chair is Keith Thurlow, vice chair is Brian Card, and secretary is Virga Lorenz. You can either do individual, or you can say, move it as it is
Slate.
right now, move the slate as it is right now.
I make that motion. to move it as it is right now.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Do we have any other motions to be made?
It would be nice to have Dick Bryan chair while he's gone.
So, Mr. Chair, are you saying you want to go down to vice chair? Okay, and again, usually I ask, and unfortunately Brian's not here, but are you willing to continue in your,
Yes.
okay.
It's such hard work.
So, now, we've had a motion's been made, it's been seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion passes. Mr. Chair, I turn the meeting back over to you.
Congratulations.
Coffee and donuts. Okay, continuation of workshop. We got so far tonight, so.
I'd encourage you all to read through the regs.
Yes.
You
I'm
can
sorry?
could encourage you all to read through the
Yeah.
regulations. Obviously, we didn't touch on two of the sections that have drafts for them. Similar to Brian, you want to put it in writing. Any of your comments, questions, thoughts, anything.
Just
and
send
we
it to
can-
staff.
Yeah, send it to Anne Marie or myself, or both of us, and we'll look to work those comments into the, before the next meeting for the upcoming draft and whatnot.
Okay. The next one's May 20th, 6 PM.
Yep.
Okay, zoning practice, department reports, zoning enforcement officers report.
Zoning board did meet, which is rare, and they approved a variance for the old VFW on Mechanic Street, converting it to housing. So it's in a residential zone, but the variance had to do with the density. So the applicant proposed ADA accessible units, so that's what they were approved for with the variance. You'd have to look back at the minutes for the hardship and everything, you'd look at the application, but it was approved. Legal ad for that is going out this Thursday. And so hopefully then we'll see an activation of that space. Otherwise, wetlands met, nothing comes to mind that was overwhelmingly interesting on that one.
Economic development.
We've had two ribbon cuttings last week, one for Care Counseling LLC at 559 Hartford Pike. And then on Friday, the CrossFit Underdog Union at 146 Main Street had their ribbon cutting. We have two more scheduled on May 19th. We have Evergreen Farms on Route 101. They've been open for business. They were just too busy to have a ribbon cutting. So
What
we
do they
wanna-
do? What do they grow or?
It's an event, it's a barn retrofit
Oh,
to an
okay.
event center.
I should have remembered we had.
Where is that?
It's on Route 101. It's right by the school, you know, where Mr. G's is. You're
Mhm.
headed towards Pomfret, over on the right.
Oh, all right.
Facilities in the back. It's a gorgeous location. They did a great job. And then on the 18th, a flare for hair at 140 Warwigan Road in the former Jolly Commons. Tomorrow, the Yukon TAB program is coming down. We're running an education program in celebration of, Earth Day, Earth Month. And that will be called Every Day is Earth Day, geared towards 9 to 12-year-olds. And we will be giving them a scavenger hunt throughout the summer to look at different things in the community. And then our Small Business Academy, we have set the date. The next one will be October 1st, running for 6 weeks, running through November 5th.
Okay, thank you. Town council liaison?
On the town council meeting, we had a presentation by the Water Pollution Control Authority, a municipal audit by Mahoney and Sable showed that everything on the Board of Education and the town side were in check. KB Ambulance made a presentation. They're looking for $210,000 from the town. We also had a presentation by UCFC Healthcare. They are also looking for money from the town. From Mary's report, NDDH, there's a new interim director from the state. They're searching for a new executive director. There was storm damage to the building from the rainstorm on March 24th. The town's IT network went down, but Novus Insight responded immediately and got the network back up and running. So the town council had a goal-setting session, and one of them was to start a visioning committee to see where we would like Killingley to go in the future. The River Trail Phase 5, which is 100% state-funded, will be beginning. It'll go from Gloria Ave to just before Aquatic Brook. On April 5th, the 8th officer was onboarded to the constabulary. He has 29 years of experience. There will be a public hearing held on June 4th to approve a drainage easement for Cranberry Bog Road. The town council accepted the town's basic financial statement. We accepted Mahoney and Sable as our auditors for next year. This is the 3rd year of their existing contract. We are looking for an update of the memorandum of understanding with the Board of Education for their non-lapsing fund. They were looking for the non-lapsing fund to be replenished to $2 million. The board, the town council elected to replenish it up to $1.75 million because they have, the most they have used is about $700,000. Usually it's about $400,000. They did return $1,714,000 from the year 2022-23 to the town. The WPCA budget was approved by the town council. There is going to be a public hearing on June 4th to approve using $360,000 of American Rescue Plan's funding for the box culvert that will be across from, where do you live? On Furnace Street, where, because of the Brickyard project, where it's going to be spending so much money in the Brickyard project, and they hate to have that whole parking lot area collapse. So that's going to, the new box culvert, and it's going to be repaved. And then the town received about $36,000 of new American Rescue Plan funding, and it's to go to senior center. So we are going to split it, $6,000 to go to the Brooklyn Senior Center, and then the remaining will stay in Killingley for a new, hopefully if it's approved, a new theater system or a new screen for the community center, which can be moved to Westfield Avenue, and that's for the senior movies, which is very popular. And that's it.
So you said that the health department, the state is providing somebody?
Yes,
The state?
the state.
It doesn't sound right, because, I mean, that's an independent agency. They got state oversight, but I've never heard the state get involved in the operations of a,
So the director was, her contract wasn't renewed,
correct.
and so they don't have a director, so the
Right.
state is providing an interim director until they find one. So Killingley and a few other towns had sent letters that they were gonna pull out of the
Right.
Northeast District Help, but it seems like they're on the right track now, trying to fit their budget, trying to get all of their work and their inspections done. So they're moving in the right direction. So all of the towns that had a no confidence took back their letters. But it is the
Yeah,
state
I
that
heard
it
that,
is.
but it's like, I've never heard the state, that's a private entity. They enforce state regulations, but it's a private entity.
The
So it
state-
does, you know, so
yeah.
who's paying the state?
Supposedly, the state is doing it for free.
Nothing's done for free. Yeah, all right.
You're definitely paying.
Yeah.
Well, we're all paying.
I always question when they get involved.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
I'll do that.
Berger seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
So be it. Good night, everybody.